captivity is unethical. Imagine living your life in a room the size of a bathroom with no friends, no family, no place to run freely, and just with no freedom. Captivity causes physical and psychological harm, and it prevents animals from living their natural life. Many of us have visited zoos and believe they help animals, but understanding the truth empowers us to make ethical choices about where we spend our money and support conservational efforts. First, I'm going to explain the harm of keeping animals in captivity. Then, we'll look at ethical alternatives, and lastly, what the world could look like if we didn't have zoos and no animals were held in captivity. So, zoos may seem harmless, but under all that lies overwhelming facts of harm. Captivity is going to cause stressful behaviors such as pacing, self-harming, and repetitive movements. Animals, just like in this picture, this elephant is lacking the space that it needs, or that it would usually have in the wild. And animals can also develop depression, aggression, and have a shortened life. Also, zoos separate families and disrupt natural structures that animals would have in the wild. And a lot of the times, young animals are often relocated or traded, which can cause trauma. Breeding programs prioritize display value and not natural family bonds. So if zoos harm animals, what can we support instead of zoos? Some alternatives are wildlife sanctuaries, where they provide rescued animals with space and natural environments without breeding or exploitation. We can also support conservation parks and virtual and educational programs which allow learning about animals without captivity. Now, let's imagine a future where animals no longer live behind bars. It's going to promote a positive future if animals aren't in captivity. Some ethical alternatives for that are sanctuaries, conservation funding, and children learning through experiences that don't harm animals. If we continue with animals in prison, the stress and neglect will only continue and species will fail to thrive, even with the breeding process. In closing, zoos are not harmless attractions. They are institutions built on captivity. Animals belong in the wild, not on display. Let's stop supporting captivity and start supporting freedom. Thank you.